Microplastics are getting a lot of attention as the latest thing to be worrying about. But how worried should we be? First off, what even are these microplastics? Well, it's basically referring to tiny bits of plastic that's getting into our bodies and then staying there. Whether it's coming from how we cook to what we are eating and drinking out of, all these micro bits of plastics getting in us are then causing disruption to our endocrine system and affecting our health. So let's look at how worried we should be about this. We'll go through situations where, for some people, you don't really need to be worried about it, and for some, where you should, and what steps you can take to reduce it. So firstly, if you're obese with a high body fat percentage, then focus on getting this down rather than worrying about microplastics. If you're not exercising, then focus on adding this into your life rather than worrying about microplastics. If you're not sleeping well, then focus on improving this rather than worrying about microplastics. If you're really stressed, then focus on reducing and managing this rather than worrying about microplastics. If you're eating a lot of junk processed food, then focus on eating healthier before worrying about microplastics. If you're smoking, then worry about cutting this right down rather than worrying about microplastics. If you're drinking alcohol, then really do not be worrying about microplastics and focus on cutting this down instead. It is interesting as humans that we will spend time worrying about microplastics, but not think twice about drinking alcohol. And for a lot of people, you may have the others pretty well sorted there or thereabouts, but then be drinking a bit in the week or the weekend, which we know is toxic to the body, and actually feel the direct effects of it if we've really gone for it. We tend to spend so much time focusing on things that will make 5% of the difference, rather than the basics that will account for 95% of being a healthy weight, doing regular exercise, getting good sleep, managing stress, eating real foods, and reducing smoking and drinking. Focusing on any of those that you aren't doing well on will have such a bigger positive impact on your health. However, if you have got all that right and dialed in, then a further step you could take would be looking to minimize potential for plastic intake. And there's a few ways you can go about doing this. A starting point would be not microwaving food in plastic containers. For example, if you're having a ready meal or you're heating up leftovers. Not drinking from a plastic bottle that's been sat in a hot car, for example, or has generally just been heated up. To then take it even further, you can make sure if you are eating or drinking out of plastic containers that they're BPA free. A further step would be to eat and drink out of glass dishes and bottles and use normal plates and cups. And a step beyond that is to not cook in non-stick pans, especially if having any scratches on them, and use stainless steel instead. Only problem with that is thinking about heavy metals in your body, but even just breathing oxygen and living is killing us. That's why antioxidants are such a big thing. So we can't go too extreme, otherwise we won't be doing anything. Just focus more on that 95% and getting those factors as good as you possibly can. If you made it to the end, I appreciate you taking the time, and leave us a little strong emoji in the comments so we know you got here. And check out our channel for other tips of keeping fit, healthy and pain-free.